Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Stacker. In today's Numismatic News and Information for the 22nd day of November 2023, I'd like to welcome you over to moneymetals.com. Then we're going to talk about the two-coin verse proof set and the mintages and the returns and all that interesting stuff that's going on over there. But before all that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. We're trying to open up the official YouTube store for Sonofasilverstacker, and we're going to be selling this merchandise, so that'll be pretty sweet. Now, let's get to it. Precious metals are popping this morning. Look at that. Gold's up 340 to 2012.50. Silver up 10 cents to 24.4. Platinum up 345 to 953.50. And palladium's down $5.30 to 1109.65. You're looking at it in stock. American Silver Eagles premium is $7.99, and they're going to buy those American Eagles from you for $26.02. Now let's get over here to the bullion sales for the United States Mint. No new tale to tell. Is it concerning? Not really yet. I think since we have about 8 or 9 more days left of November, maybe 7 to report, I think it's not that big of a deal just yet. I didn't include Thanksgiving, but that might be a hindrance as well. But we're also seeing silver prices go up, and we know the psychology when prices going up, people start to buy. Now, speaking of buying, check this out. Here are the cumulative sales figures, all right, from the United States Mint, and I have it here. Data through week ending November 19th. That was just, 2 to 3 days ago? And first things first, I want to hit up with that proof set. I did highlight that. The current number stands at 336,778. If we have 5 to 7,000 of these sold per week, yeah, I think we're going to be about 5 to 8 weeks, and this set is a goner. Now, with the meat and potatoes of the story, let's get to it. Look at that. This is the 2023 Morgan & Peace Silver Reverse Proof 2-coin set out of San Francisco, product 23 X-Ray Sierra. You're looking at that. 206,177 have been sold. And you might be remembering right about now that that wasn't the initial week sales that we had seen earlier reported from coinnews.net. So let's go there to coinnews.net, and it's an article by Mike Unser dated November 16th, okay? And that was just 3 days, okay, after, bam, that's 3 days after that article comes out, all right? But those sales numbers are from before. Now, here we go. Let's get to it. Title of the article is U.S. Mint Sales 2023 Morgan & Peace Dollar Set Last 24 Hours. There we go. And look at that. They sold 220,372. Well, if my math is correct, 220,372 minus the 206,177 equals 14,195 of them were returned. Now, the funny thing is, they've been on sale here and there for maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe not in a row, but here and there at 7:30 a.m. on the East Coast, 4:30 a.m. on the West Coast. These will drop for just a couple seconds. I don't know who's buying them that quickly, but it's quite amazing that they're gone that quickly. And here's the thing. That's 28,000 coins, folks. 28,000 coins. That's remarkable. And so what are the new numbers going to be looking like after this week? I don't know. Are we going to have more returns? Well, I started to scratch my head. I'm like, well, what's going on here? Why the returns? What's up with that? Like I said, with that little sales number, this is still on the blue remind me. However, 7:30 this morning with those little numbers, you could possibly see the shiny candy like red button, because the stated product limit for this particular X-Ray Sierra product, 250,000. So that's a good number. But are we going to see that many even ultimately, out in existence or out in the wild? It's really interesting, because check this out. It gets even more intense. And I'm going to keep this video short today. Now, here we are. We are at PCGS and looking under the population report. And I've got here the Morgan dollar from the 2-coin reverse proof set. And I've got the Peace dollar from the 2-coin reverse proof set, all right? Now, the numbers look pretty good here. But when you go look at the base, wow, yeah, what is going on? Because look, the first strike, the first day of issue, advance release, all those ones are happy, skippy, proof 70s, all of them. Now, when you get here to just the base, I guess that's people just sending them in themselves. Look at that. 82 out of 102 are in a proof 69. Yeah, what is going on there? And really, honestly, it isn't just the Morgan dollar, okay? It's also the Peace dollar. Look at this. So this is the first strike, first day of issue, advance release, yada, 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 all perfectly graded, okay? But like I said, when you get to that base, 2023 San Francisco Peace Dollar Reverse Proof 2-coin set, 122 out of 142 are in the 69 grade. What is going on? And what's interesting is the 70s, okay, there's 20 there for that set, and another 20 for the Morgan. That's got to make you scratch your head. Like, what's up with that? So I guess what my conclusion is here today is that if you didn't get them first strike, if you didn't buy them first strike, if you didn't get them advance release, your chances on getting a proof 69 are much greater than getting a proof 70. And then I went over to eBay, and I'll tell you, it's really sad that these grading companies aren't standardized, because I'm looking up here, and I've got Morgan and Peace dollar 2-coin verse proof set, PCGS graded proof 70, and then I've got the proof 69 over here. You can't see, I don't know why I cut it off, but that's whatever. Now, 287 results for the proof 70, but look at this, only 46 results for the proof set in a PCGS proof 69. Isn't that something? And like I said, most of the first day of issue or the advance release or first strike, they are all of them in a 70. It really is remarkable, because look at the numbers. I mean, that's just like, what is up with that? 46 compared to, 287. Yeah, that's huge, folks. Now, let's get to getting. There's another story I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to thank, I think it's Snyder's Coins. Not sure. I can't remember. I do apologize, sir. Now, this is a big news for all the flippers, okay? This is a really big deal for all the people who have a side hustle. It says here, IRS announces 2023 Form 1099-K reporting threshold delay for third-party platform payments. Plans for a $5,000 threshold in 2024 to phase in implementation. Now, last year I told you when they tried to do this that they weren't going to do it, right? Yeah, I was right about that, but I didn't even make a prediction for this particular one. I don't think it was on my mind. Maybe it was, because I did get that notification from eBay saying, hey, you sold $600 and we're going to come after you now. And I'm like, damn it. But that's all right. Anyway, here we go. Let's read the article here. It says here, following feedback from taxpayers, tax professionals, and payment processors, and to reduce taxpayer confusion, and I imagine IRS workload, okay, because that's like how many people would be on that now. The Internal Revenue Service delayed the new $600 Form 1099-K reporting threshold requirement for third-party payment organizations for tax year 2023, and is planning a threshold of $5,000 for the 2024 to phase in the new law. There you go, folks. Third-party payment organizations include many popular payment apps and online marketplaces. Now, that's pretty interesting. The agency is making 2023 another transition year to implement the new requirements under the American Rescue Plan that changed Form 1099-K reporting threshold for payments taxpayers get selling goods or providing a service over $600. The previous reporting thresholds will remain in place for 2023. Here we go. This is what this means. This means, who is this is? Remember that one? This means that for 2023 and prior years, payment apps and online marketplaces are only required to send out Form 1099-K to taxpayers who receive over $20,000 and have over 200 transactions. For year 2024, the IRS plans a threshold, that's a new threshold, not 20, but 5,000 to phase in reporting requirements. Now, imagine if inflation goes wild and everything costs, $5,000 for a TV. Maybe they'll have to re-implement a new plan as well. The phased-in approach will allow agency to review its operational process to better address taxpayer and stakeholder concerns. There you go. Taxpayers should be aware that while reporting threshold remains over 20,200 transactions for 2023, companies could still issue the form in any payout, in any amount. Yeah, that's incredible. That's something to talk about. Now, with that, let's talk about food, right? Because Thanksgiving is mañana, is tomorrow. Now, it says food, eating and drinking. Now, a man can forget absolutely everything except to eat. Well, maybe this wasn't invented when they were talking about video games, because you can forget to eat while you're playing video games. I know that's right. Now, and when is the proper time to eat, you ask? Well, if you're rich, whenever you want. If you're poor, when you can. But remember this, more people die from overeating than from undernourishment. Isn't that something? Wow. And go look it up if you don't believe me. Now, this is 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. This is the Beatles from their 1965 album, I think Rubber Soul, and the song is called In My Life. You know the one. Yeah. That's a good song. It's a good feel-good song. It's a jam. And you know what's really weird is that most Beatles songs are very, very short. And I guess that is, a testimony to the radio-friendly songs that they wrote in the mid to late 60s. Obviously, they got a little bit longer as we got closer to the end of their careers. but that's the way it goes. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're seeing, well, sub the channel. It's free. And if you want to become a member, it's $1.99 a month, and it really helps things out around here. And that's a cheap cup of coffee once a month. Come on now. Anyway, listen, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Stacker out.